Welcome students, I am Dr. Kim Rodriguez, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Kamal College of Arts, Science and Commerce for Women, Mumbai, Goa. Today I will be teaching role of plant tissue culture for crop improvement in agriculture, forestry and horticulture for third year BSc Botany Semester 5 students. Course code BOD 101, course title Plant Tissue Culture. Title of the unit Unit 6 Applications of Plant Tissue Culture. Module name Role of Plant Tissue Culture for Crop Improvement in Agriculture, Forestry and Horticulture. The module outline is Role of Plant Tissue Culture for Crop Improvement in Agriculture, Forestry and Horticulture. The learning outcome of the module is explains the role of plant tissue culture for crop improvement in agriculture, forestry and horticulture. The potential application of the methods of plant tissue culture are of special significance in crop improvement since conventional methods involve several difficulties, including heterozygosity and a long span between successive generations. Hence, plant tissue culture methods are exploited to improve crop varieties. The potential of plant tissue culture for large-scale applications in agriculture, forestry and horticulture have been visualized in the following areas. Micropropagation, or also known as clonal propagation. Single shoot tip or axillary bud, when cultured on a suitable nutrient medium, develops a large number of shoots identical to source plant. By tissue culture, thousands of plants can be produced in a short period from a single vegetative bud. The problems such as being seasonal, having inherent low productivity, requiring large amount of planting stock, intensive labor faced by conventional methods are solved by micropropagation. Micropropagation is useful especially for those plants in which conventional vegetative propagation is difficult or commercially not feasible. It helps in maintaining derived sterile hybrids and pathogen-free plants in many crops. It is also an effective method of conserving endangered plant species. Crops such as sugarcane, banana, potato, ornamentals like chrysanthemums, carnations, orchids, trees such as teak, eucalyptus, rubber, sandalwood, mango can be propagated clonally by micropropagation. Apical meristem culture. It is widely used to eliminate virus and to raise a number of virus-free plants using a single meristem tip. In several vegetatively propagated crops such as potato, cassava, banana, strawberry, and several ornamentals like carnation, chrysanthemum, dahlia, in which viruses and other pathogens are automatically transferred via the propagules, shoot apical meristem culture has proved beneficial in recovering virus-free plants from infected ones. Embryo culture. It is useful in eliminating breeding barriers and raising healthy plants from abortive and non-viable embryos, in overcoming seed dormancy, in shortening the breeding cycle, in overcoming self-sterility of seeds, for rapid seed viability tests, in obtaining rare and novel hybrids, in propagation of rare plants and haploid production. Example, Pinus. In Pinus, the rust disease causes the premature death of the embryo. In this case, the embryo culture technique gives good result in producing disease-free plants. Somatic embryogenesis and artificial seeds. Somatic embryogenesis helps produce disease-free plants, shorten breeding cycle, increases the germination of hybrid embryos in horticultural plants, and overcomes delayed germination of seeds. Somatic embryo cultures can be stored for long duration through cryopreservation. Somatic embryos can be used for maintaining male sterile lines and parental lines for crop production and preservation. Somatic embryos can be coated with a proper gel to produce artificial seeds which can be directly sown in the soil. Production of artificial seeds is time or season independent and thus helps in shortening the life cycle of a plant. In conifers, somatic embryogenesis is the principal method of propagation. Endosperm culture. It is generally applied for obtaining triploid plants that are desirable for plant improvement. Endosperm culture to obtain triploid plants has been used in Populus tremuloides, which is a pulpwood yielding plant. The diploid plant obtained from seeds shows inferior quality of pulpwood. To improve the quality and nature of the plant, triploid plants are regenerated from the callus tissue of Populus through endosperm culture. Endosperm culture has also been used in citrus, apple and grape. Microspore and anther culture. Haploid plants obtained by in vitro culturing of anthers or pollen are sterile. their chromosome number is colchicine doubled to obtain fertile homozygous diploids, which are useful for plant breeding programs. Using haploids, pure lines can be obtained in a much shorter time than those resulting from conventional breeding. Haploids are used for production of homozygous lines, mutation studies, and as source of gametoclonal variation. Some of the important crops in which haploid plants have been produced are wheat, potato, tomato, tobacco, rubber, sunflower. Plant cell cultures. Mutant selection for improvement of crops is an important use of cell cultures. Plant cells in culture can be useful experimental system for study and development of resistance to diseases. They can also be used for study and isolation of cellular level response of herbicides and pesticides on various crops. Plant cell cultures form a good source for selection of cell lines resistant to various abiotic stresses. Protoplast culture. Unique property of fusion and engulfing foreign DNA, cell organelles, bacteria and virus particles by plant protoplasts coupled with their totipotent nature has provided scientists opportunities to make their applications for improvement in plants for higher yield and improved quality of the products. Genetic material can be transmitted through the fusion of protoplasts of somatic cells, known as somatic hybridization. Success has been achieved in tobacco, resistant to kanamycin, petunia to obtain a novel flower color. Somaclonal variation. It is especially valuable in plant breeding programs in sexually reproducing crop plants, which have limited variability, and in vegetatively propagated species, in which production of new varieties is rather problematic. Somaclonal variations of agronomic value are short stature, early to flower, male sterility, and tolerance to stresses. Somaclonal variation has been observed in vitro in many crop plants like wheat, maize, rice, tomato, tobacco, potato, sugarcane. Collection, storage, and exchange of germplasm. In conventional germplasm collection, seed moisture content and storage temperature deteriorate the germplasm contained in the seeds. In plants such as rubber, mango, cocoa, lychee, neem and jackfruit, in which seeds are recalcitrant, in plants having highly variable seeds and long vegetative period before flowering, or seeds are altogether absent, such as banana, sweet potato, tapioca, sugarcane, germplasm preservation is essentially carried out using tissue culture techniques. Shoot tips, roots, somatic embryos, tissues, and even pollen are commonly used as explants for in vitro storage. The potential advantages of in vitro preserved germplasm are large number of genotypes can be stored in a relatively small space, explants can be made free from pathogens, pests, and viruses, and guarded against environmental calamities, and the stored germplasm can be retrieved when required and rapidly multiplied clonally without seasonal influences. Germplasm is commonly stored at low temperatures by freezing. Cryopreservation using liquid nitrogen offers the best opportunity to halt metabolic activities and store tissues for indefinite period. Conservation of endangered plants. Plants under various categories of Red Data Book of WCU, living fossils like ginkgo, cycads, medicinal plants like Rauwolfia, Dioscorea, as well as orchids have successfully been conserved by using various methods of tissue culture. Development of transgenic crops. Multiple benefits of transgenic crops include flexibility in terms of crop management, decreased dependency on conventional herbicides and insecticides, higher yields, cleaner and high quality produce. Major transgenic crops include soybean, cotton, maize, potato, flavor saver tomato with delayed fruit ripening genes, golden rice which has beta carotene gene, transgenic bananas containing hepatitis B vaccine. To summarize, the importance of plant tissue culture in agriculture, forestry and horticulture is vast and varied. Plant tissue culture techniques contribute a lot of potential applications in plant breeding and plant improvement programs. These are some of the references. Thank you.